Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 1097, and today's topic is the job opportunities for robotic scientists. They are also called robotic engineers, and today the robotic scientists, they are getting day by day very smart and advanced with the combination of artificial intelligence. And some 5 to 10 years ago, the robotic means it was just they were using, we people were using robotic as a domestic servant or in industries for some automation and some industrial purpose. But now the smartness of different tools and models of artificial intelligence, robotic is going to play a very important role. And here there are a lot of scientific discussion is going on about the control of the robotic, about the uses of robotic, not only in industries or for domestic purposes, but also in army, in defense, and even how to fight the war. And at moment, to my knowledge as an Indian, India, China, Russia and America, these countries, they are deeply involved in artificial intelligence research as well as in robotic research, robotic engineering, by combining with latest models and tools of artificial intelligence. So day by day, robotics, they are becoming very smart. And let me first come to that point, because now we have two types of intelligence. One is called human intelligence, and second one is called artificial intelligence. Try to understand. And this my lecture, please let me make it clear. I am delivering for masters, for secondary school, for BSc undergraduate students. So that's why I am taking in a very simple way with basic, and my examples, I am selecting such type of example so that the people or children, the young generation should understand. This is my basic, aim and objective to deliver such lectures so that at least they are aware of all these emerging new technologies and their tool and their applications. So I am just giving the two very simple examples. Today in the world we have two types of intelligence. One intelligence that is called human intelligence, and other one is called that is artificial intelligence. This human intelligence I call is biological system. Biological system. And this is artificial system. So we have two types of intelligence. The human biological system of intelligence and artificial intelligence system. And today there is a lot of data injection, data storage, and data I can say purification, parallel, unparalleled data, and then that is trained, untrained because of data. So because of that data, day by day, the artificial intelligence is becoming more and more smarter and more intelligent. And today with ChatGPT and other models and applications, it has become 1,000 times more intelligent than human brain. And human brain very important thing to note. Human brain cannot copy and multiply. Human brain cannot copy and multiply, while artificial intelligence can copy and multiply. So this is the biggest difference in human intelligence and artificial intelligence, and that is the biggest challenge to all the robotic scientists and artificial intelligence scientists, that they can copy and they can multiply. And that's why what happened in 96, there was a chess game, and the international champion of chess game was defeated by AlphaGo, that was backed by, that robotic backed by artificial intelligence. And the reason was that human chess champion was having only one system, one brain was working, who was playing the chess. While from artificial intelligence side, the artificial intelligence robotic was having multiplied and copied and was having hundred of brains working for that robotic, because they can multiply. And that's why indirectly you can say that the biological system of intelligence was only one, and for artificial intelligence it can copy and multiply. So that robotic which was playing, he started copying and multiplying, and then together maybe 20 or dozen or 100, that type of copied intelligence were contributing. That's why he won the game. And that is a big challenge to all human beings today. And in the last lecture I have already mentioned the two type of artificial intelligence development. One is called narrow artificial development, where it is not having feeling, it is not behaving like human being. The other one is called general artificial intelligence. That is lot of data is given and it is going to behave like human being. And that is what it is coming in, that is robotics engineering and robotic scientists. They are now manufacturing such type of robotic which are very smart from intelligence point of view. Before, some 5-6 years ago, if one robotic is there and he is firing lot of shot, but his accuracy and aim, precision was not accurate. He was firing maybe 10 bullet or 20 bullet or even 100 bullet, and it was not accurate to hit the target. But today's robotic with artificial intelligence, if one bullet is fired, it will hit the target. Not a single bullet will be misused and will not, I can say, miss the target. So that's why in military nowadays, in America, in India, in China, in Russia, the lot of work is going on how to develop such type of military, robotic military with artificial intelligence. And in future, if there is war, I am praying that there should not be war, because war is the most out of date method to obtain decision in a dispute. And those who are mass killers, they are rewarded with medals. So that we don't want that type of civilization. We want the civilization without war, and whatever our dispute must be settled intellectually. So that is about the robotics. And let me come to this point, how it is developing. Some people are not able to understand at the moment. In the same way, what happened in 1900 early, when Rutherford and Bohr, two scientists, Rutherford and Bohr. These two scientists in 1905 to 1940, within that period, they gave their model of atom, and that is called Bohr model of atom, Rutherford model of atom. And I'm not going in detail of that structure, but here it is very important for everybody who is having the interest in science should know about the Rutherford and Bohr model of atom. According to them, they are the one who discovered that atoms, they contain three fundamental particles, electron, proton and neutron. It is okay. But the thing was that they mentioned, Rutherford, he mentioned in his research paper and book, that we cannot get energy. Atom cannot give energy. Atom cannot produce energy. That's all. It was final. So it was as per his knowledge. He mentioned that we cannot use atom for producing the energy. And today, huge amount of energy is produced out of atom. I mean, this is the technology and scientific research. In 1912, Rutherford is mentioning in his research paper and in his book, all the references are given, that we cannot use atom for the purpose of production of energy. And according to them, all the elements, they contain same atom. It was wrong. When the concept of isotope came, the biggest discovery, when the concept of isotope of atom came, isotope means the atoms or elements, they can have same number of electrons, that is atomic number, and they can differ in atomic mass. They are known as isotopes. It was the biggest discovery, and the whole concept of Rutherford and model was challenged. For example, according to Rutherford, and then that hydrogen contains only hydrogen atom. All the elements, they contain same atom. But this concept was wrong, because when we are talking of isotope of hydrogen, one hydrogen is with one electron and one proton. There is no neutron. This hydrogen is called one electron and one proton. Then other hydrogen came, one electron, one neutron and one proton. Electron is same, but one more neutron is added. So it became deuterium. Then another came, one electron, two neutron and one proton. That is tritium. So hydrogen element, or in the form of atom, they are not same. They are not containing same atoms. All these hydrogen elements, they contain hydrogen, they contain deuterium, and they contain tritium in the form of isotopes, and the whole concept was changed. And when this concept was changed, that any heavy nucleus is there, it can form chain reaction, nuclear chain reaction. These are the materials of nuclear chain reaction. And once the concept of nuclear chain reaction came, there are two types of nuclear reaction. We all know. One is fission, other one is fusion. Either you combine two hydrogen to give helium, that is fusion, huge amount of energy is released, or you split uranium into krypton, and then in that splitting, either combining two nucleus or splitting the nucleus, huge amount of energy is released. And today, this radioisotope technology is very, very advanced. And there is separate branch of medicine that is called nuclear medicine. And in this nuclear medicine, isotopes are used for every purpose. If you go to any hospital where there is department of radiography or radioisotopes, lot of isotopes are used to detect different type of diseases, cancer, thyroid, and also they are injected different type of isotopes like thorium, like rubidium, and some other iodine, so that they can work as a tracer and they can find out all the possibilities of different type of diseases in the body. Nuclear fission is used to produce huge amount of electricity, and there are lot of uses only after the discovery of isotope. So the total concept of atom of Rutherford and Bohr model was totally, we can say today, it is rejected. According to them, there is no question of producing energy from atom. And today, we are producing huge amount of energy from the atom in the form of nuclear chain reaction. So in the same way, today people are not able to understand the advancement of artificial intelligence in future. It is going to overshadow the biological system of intelligence, natural intelligence, because it has limit. Nobody can copy. For example, if I'm here, or maybe in the lecture theater there are 500 students. 500 students or audience, they have 500 type of intelligence. And they cannot transfer their intelligence to Professor Khan, or Professor Khan cannot transfer our intelligence. It's not possible in biological system. But in digital system, artificial intelligence can be transferred in thousands and millions of robotic. It can be copied by thousands of robotics, and that's why they will become millions of times superior as compared to biological system of intelligence. And this is going to be the biggest challenge, like what challenge we are facing of Rutherford and Bohr model. And maybe after 10 years time, the Oracle is the biggest company of America, which is dealing with lot of computer software. And now this Oracle company is very much seriously working how to control the artificial intelligence once it will become like a human being. Or not only human being, far superior, million times superior, million times more intelligent. Even today, ChatGPT is 1,000 times more superior than our biological system of intelligence. So now Oracle, that software American company, is trying to develop some software how to control, how to advise human being, so that we can catch that artificial intelligence is not out of control, is not going to kill all of us. It will be advising, but there is if and but. What I am understanding, when some system is becoming out of control of human intelligentsia, and even if you are putting some software to advise human being, that one can also copy that one, and it can we can say can challenge the Oracle software. That time is coming. So I have given enough background of the development of this artificial intelligence. I have given the very simple comparison with Rutherford model and today's model with robotic. It is going to be the very, very complex, very lucrative. And these robotic scientists, they are highly paid. In American salary, their salary starts from 130,000 US dollar per annum, and it goes up to 200 to more than 200,000 US dollar per annum. It depends upon the type of company and job offer. But it is very, very lucrative and very, very challenging job. Those who are involved as a robotic scientist. So here I have given some hint of the job opportunities for robotic scientists. As robotic scientists, there are several opportunities and career paths available globally. Number one, research development scientist. You can get the position, very lucrative position, that is a research development scientist as a robotic scientist. Can work in companies such as Boston Dynamic, very, very reputed robotic company. Also they can work in NASA, and they can design and develop new models of robotic combined with artificial intelligence, modern tools. And number two, a robotic engineer. Robotic scientists and robotic engineers, actually they are same or similar, not same but similar. Their work is similar, and also can work as a robotic engineers. These robotic scientists can also work as a robotic engineer, and they can design the new models, new tools of robotic combined with artificial intelligence. Number three, that is military and defense. There is wide range of use of robotic with artificial intelligence tools, and today I have already mentioned that India, China, Russia, America, and they are trying a lot. And Chinese, they have mentioned last week that by 2030 there is a big competition between China and India in software. We all globally know that China is going to become the king of robotics combined with artificial intelligence by 2030. But India is saying that before that we will become the king of artificial intelligence combined with robotics. So let us see who is going to become king. And then that is in military, they can design and develop robotic surveillance and military applications. And number four, in healthcare, nowadays already robotic surgeons are there. They are doing with high precision, high accuracy the surgery. They are doing diagnostic diagnosis and diagnostic application for patients, so that it is very much accurate. Actually, in healthcare, there is a lot of application. I have already mentioned that the doctor is having only one human intelligence, limited. Nobody can copy. He can have some experience. But the one which is artificial intelligence, a robotic consultant who is going to treat the patient, is having lot of multiple direction experience with different type. It has copied millions of such type of patient's condition. So that robotic consultant, I can say, can work far, far better than human consultant with human intelligence system, brain, biological brain. And that is about the healthcare. Robotic scientists can work in healthcare industries. They can develop robotic with artificial intelligence to help patients and can perform surgery. Overall career as robotic scientist offer wide range of opportunities and possibilities and demand in electronic programming. What is the qualification required? You require higher degree like masters and PhD, that is doctorate, to become a robotic scientist, and that is in artificial intelligence, machine learning. So in artificial intelligence, machine learning, you should have postgraduate like MSc and PhD degrees. And today's salary in terms of US dollar, it starts with fresh up to 130,000 US dollar to 300,000 US dollar per annum, and it depends upon the type of company and job offer. So what I'm sharing my experience here is for Nigerian masses and new generation of secondary school and BSc students, so that they can update and they can understand what type of new emerging technology of artificial intelligence, robotics, ChatGPT is going on. And why I am saying this, because all information what I'm collecting and getting, that is from India, from my counterpart, from some students and some of my relatives. They are telling that now in India, the artificial intelligence study is introduced at primary level and secondary level, and children are widely using. For them, it is a part of their school curriculum as a subject. And here at university level, some of our students are saying that they don't know what is ChatGPT and what is artificial intelligence learning. So what I am doing, I feel it is my responsibility that these poorest of the poor in villages and all localities, this YouTube online tool is enough to send to every corner of the Nigeria, and I wish that most of the Nigerian children are getting this lecture and they are acting on it and they are taking it seriously and they are focused, because this emerging new technology is coming like tsunami, like a storm. Within 4 or 5 years time, the world is going to be different. So with this I will stop. Thank you very much for watching the lecture.